I have been thinking about creating an automation testing for using JavaScript for quite some while. And out there are many other automation testing tools there, and most of them are based on Selenium SDK, which when I look into that, many of my some of my colleagues show me how to use Selenium-based automation testing, which looks to me it's very time-consuming to write and quite difficult to learn. And you need to learn their different syntax and to write the test cases also took you probably very long time. So and in this video, I'm trying to show you how to use jQuery to write your automation testing. And if you already know how to use jQuery, this is very straightforward. And I believe it's much quicker. It should be much quicker than using Selenium-based automation testing tools. So this is a demo page I created for running an automation testing for one of the projects I work on, which is surveyor.com. And on this page, it chooses which step to start with, and say we can starting from the home page or starting from any other pages. Let me show you the source code of this page. So the source code of this page, it's pretty easy. And adding a jQuery library, and this is the select HTML control and the button, and I'm using 11 steps here. And this part is on the click event. When you click, I set a local storage item and put the step into the local storage using the local storage session. Local storage is window.local storage. And I open the home page, for example, and let's talk about the message later time. And when you click on that, it goes to the home page. When you get to the home page, you'll be checking if the home page is the step 1. If it's step 1, then you can do some focus, do some set some values there, and set the change, and then also changing the storage item to be the next step, and then click on the click button on the page, which goes to the second page. When it gets to the second page, it's trying to so here it's adding the steps: first step, second step, third step. Which for each of them, I'm using the run test here. So if you look at this JavaScript, which is included on any page, and you can turn it on and off. If it's local environment, you can turn it on. Beta, alpha, you might also want to turn it on, but if it's production, you can turn it off. So this will never be included in your production environment. And the main part of this script is the run test. So after the window loaded, we initialize the test drive class, and then call the run test. Inside the run test, it's trying to get the step to find out which step it is, and if it is step 1 or step 2. And by using and looking through all the steps there, and it's trying to check if the current path, if it matches the step. say if your current path is homepage, path name is homepage, and your step in your local storage is 1, then you run the function inside this step. But if your local storage has a different value, then you'll be ignored. Okay, and this portion is trying to find it in the step array, and if we found it, and if also the path also match, the local storage also matches, and then you run the function. Otherwise, it doesn't run the function. Also, at the same time, you use the post message to post a message back to the caller window, which is the opener window, and which is in here. I said earlier, and I will explain it later, which is checking the message. If the event origin, if it's not equals to this origin, then you'll be ignored. Otherwise, we just append that into append the event data into the process log, which is right over here. Inside here, we have the first step, second step. So it will be kind of like a video. It will show you all the steps there. And sometimes if you have there are some Ajax calls in which you need to wait for a second or two or a few seconds in order to run the next step, then here you can just use in a simple JavaScript set timeout and then put your codes inside that. And step 1, step 2, and here we have multiple steps. And the config file, you can put on the config file here. And here you can set and has errors. By default, it's true, it's false. You can start testing if there was any error. And so at the end of that, at the end of your test, you can just remove the local storage in the local storage. Now let's see how it works. Okay. Are we ready? Let's go. Okay. So here you can also, if you want, you can open the developer tool. You can see how if we throw any error into the console window or anything like that. If you want to debug it, you can also do that. And this is the video. And if you see you open the window, it's just saying starting step 1, starting step 2, and it's running all the step over. And here on the second tab, it's still running. Done. Okay, so in this demo, I created 11 steps, and they are all completed. Okay, happy testing.